Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy GZTV back with another video, and we are here to talk about Tuesday. Jesus, my hair looks so fucking stupid. Alright. Why is my hair so straight? My hair has never been this straight in my fucking life. This is insane. Alright. Sorry. We are here with Tuesday, December 3rd, NBA action. We had about 4 good games. I'm going to talk about all the close ones. All kind of the blowout games don't really matter to me too much, so let's just get into it. We're going to start with the 76ers and Hornets, and again, this is NBA Cup group play, so tonight kind of settled who is making the NBA Cup, who's making that appearance, all that type of stuff, and the matchups are secured. I don't know when the knockout round is going to happen. When that comes to fruition and when I see the schedule, I'll let you guys know, and we'll talk about it on the video. Not that it really matters. Again, these are just regular season games at the end of the day. But looking at Sixers, Hornets, Paul George and Tyrese Maxey lead the 76ers over the Hornets by 6 to earn their first back-to-back wins of the season. Yeah, that's how fucking terrible the Sixers have been this season. Their first back-to-back wins. Obviously, great scoring for Paul George and Tyrese Maxey. And Tyrese Maxey had 8 points in 30 seconds towards the end of the game down the stretch. He's been proving himself to be one of, if not the most clutch, young guard in the league. He's been great. Back-to-back games for the first time again. It's great. Obviously, tough shots from Paul George. Hitting threes, proving he's a 3-level scorer. Really good game here. Obviously, Brandon Miller was fighting back and hitting some shots as well. LaMelo Ball is going to be out for a while, so obviously the Hornets are kind of cooked, probably for the season, if I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, Brandon Miller hit some threes, and it's kind of funny because his draft day comparison was Paul George, so it's kind of funny to see, those two square off. Brandon, cutting the lead down, hitting all sorts of shots. Brandon Miller's really the only reason that the Hornets are ever in games anymore. So, looking at things, you get Paul George, 29 points for the Sixers. He shot 6 for 9 from 3. Great game. 21 points for Tyrese Maxey. Not the greatest shooting splits, but 21 points is 21 points, especially in today's era where it's so fast-paced. But yeah, Brandon Miller, 34 points. He played really good. 10 points, 10 rebounds for Tijane Salon. Kind of a rising star, kind of an up-and-coming guy for this Hornets squad. He shot 33% from 3. You get Nick Richards? I never remember his name. Nick Richards, 22 points, 14 rebounds, shooting 67%. He played fucking phenomenal. But again, it's just that hole that LaMelo Ball creates when he's not playing. Because, Josh Green's out there. You could have literally put anybody out there. Musa Diabate, fucking Cody Martin, Mark Williams, Seth Curry, Noah Smith Jr., KJ Simpson. You could have put anybody out there over Josh Green tonight. What the hell was that guy doing? 36 minutes of fucking nothing. The guy didn't do shit. He definitely could have played better. That was a huge problem. But again, no LaMelo. It makes sense why they're playing like fucking trash. So, yeah, kind of moving on here. Let's look and see what the next game we're going to talk about. Grizzlies Mavericks, kind of like the headline of the video. Luka Doncic and the Mavs playing really fucking good. Mavericks rally late. They beat the Grizzlies by 5, and they advance to the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Again, there are some NBA Cup implications that some of these guys are earning, but I don't really give a shit about that too much. Obviously, great scoring and great rebounding for Luka Doncic, and obviously some of the bench pieces, some of the role players like Spencer Dinwiddie and PJ Washington Jr. hitting huge three-pointers and down the stretch, clutch time, 2 minutes left to go in the game. PJ Washington, sorry, I'm fucking lagging all over the place. PJ Washington, especially during the playoff run last year, was kind of known for being a clutch player and hitting all sorts of these shots. They were down by 15 at some point in this game, and they came back and beat the Grizzlies. Luka Doncic out there shining, comeback win. It's great to see him back, and ever since he's gotten back, the Mavs have looked like a completely different basketball team. There's no surprise there, of course. Contested 3 after contested 3, huge shots, really good game here, and, not just scoring the rock, but passing the ball, dumping it off to the Derek Lively's of the team and stuff like that. Just very electric offense when Luka's out there. PJ Washington was hitting tough shots all game. Ja Morant, though, you got to give him credit. 31 points off of 50% shooting. He played his ass off. Obviously, for a while, I've kind of been saying this. Brandon Clark just isn't quite enough for this team. And honestly, they should start Santi Aldama. Hell, maybe even try Jay Huff out there. What the hell? They got to start trying some different things. Brandon Clark's been, too injured throughout his career to, not be rusty as fuck. But I know I'm yapping my ass off, my fault. But looking at the Mavs, 17 points and 11 rebounds for Derek Lively off of 70% shooting. And then, Luka Doncic, 37 points, 12 rebounds, 50% shooting. Great night for those two guys. Moving on, two more games on the night. We have the Warriors versus the Nuggets. I gotta say, the Warriors have lost a lot of games in a row, but for playing a team like the Nuggets and playing all these good teams throughout the season, they keep things competitive, something you can definitely credit them for. Nikola Jokic scores 38 points and helps the Nuggets mount a late comeback. They beat the Warriors by 4. Obviously, great game for Jokic. I mean, scoring the ball, rebounding the ball, 5 fucking steals, getting in pass lanes, ripping ball handlers. That's fucking crazy. That might be a career high. 5 fucking steals for the Joker. That is insane. They rally. 38-point double-double. I mean, the stats just keep on piling up for Mr. Jokic here. He has had an amazing season, obviously. The injury might have hurt his MVP case a little bit. We might be seeing other guys top the charts, but still, I mean, long jumpers, crazy plays all over the place. Obviously, Trace Jackson Davis using his size. We'll talk about those guys in a little bit. MPJ hit a nice putback dunk off of Christian Brown miss. Again, Andrew Wiggins attacking Jokic and hitting tough shots. This was a pretty good game. Obviously, Steph Curry, the only guy out there really fucking doing anything. 24 points, 11 assists. And again, he didn't have the greatest shooting night in the world, but I don't know. Again, I always have these complaints. I love Kevon Looney as a rebounder. He's a solid big man in the league, but he needs to score the ball more. And especially they have Gary Payton II, fucking Moses Moody, Buddy Hield, Trace Jackson Davis. I mean, Trace Jackson Davis should probably go back in the starting lineup just because of what he brings offensively. I don't know. They have big man struggles all over, and they've had those struggles ever since damn near ever since Bogut left. Obviously, it wasn't a problem when they were winning with Kevin Durant, but I don't know. Looking at the Nuggets, you get a 22-point performance for MPJ off of 33% three-point shooting and 38 points and 10 rebounds for Nikola Jokic. He shot 75%, 3 for 4 from 3. Really good stuff there. Final game of the night, we have the Rockets and the Kings. Rockets stuck in another close game here, and the Kings get a really big win, a really much-needed win for the Sacramento Kings. I mean, the Kings make 15 straight shots. They beat the Rockets by 9. 15 straight. Great scoring night for Domantas Sabonis. Again, keeping up the consistency, helping his all-star case where he got fucking snubbed last year, I believe it was. Yeah, man, holy cow. They deny the Rockets the top seed in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Oh, wow, look, more tournament, implications. Who gives a shit? Really good game, though. Obviously, Sabonis cleaning up boards, getting rebounds, putting it back. That's kind of his specialty. Again, just a good game. Isaac Jones being a great player off the bench, rising up and dunking shit down. De'Aaron Fox catching oops as a fucking guard. It's great. It's a pretty fun team to watch, obviously. Looking at the Rockets, we can look here. Alperen Sengun had 24 points. He shot 50%. You get a 28-point game for Jalen Green. You get 16 points and 12 rebounds off the bench for Terry Eason. Pretty disappointing performance for a guy like Jabari Smith Jr., especially when you have the Reed Shepherds and the Aaron Holidays and the Terry Easons off the bench that can kind of get it done for them. But it is what it is. Kind of looking at the Kings, 27 points for Domantas Sabonis. Great game for him. 22 points for De'Aaron Fox, who shot 67% from 3. And would you look at that? They're trying Malik Monk out starting. I think this is one of the first times I've seen him start. He put up 17 points, 12 assists. He shot 50%. He played pretty good. Great. I mean, that's cool to see Malik Monk get assists because usually he's more of a scorer for them. So, nice stuff. But we can look at the Wednesday action and then kind of get out of your guys' hair. This video took way longer than it probably should have. But just kind of looking at some good games tomorrow. I mean, Hawks and Bucks and Timberwolves, Clippers, those might be some pretty good games over the horizon we can look forward to. Obviously, my Celtics play the Pistons, which the Pistons are actually playing a lot better than they should be this season. So, maybe that'll be fun. I don't know. We usually play like shit against the Pistons anyway, so we'll have to see what happens. I'm out, guys. I'm going to try to work as hard as I can on the NBA recap video, but I'm probably not going to have time tonight because I'm just going to look over some school stuff real quick for about 25-30 minutes before I go to bed. So with that being said, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, it has been GZTV. If you want to comment on the replay, if you want to like the replay, if you want to sub to the channel, go ahead. Really appreciate all the support we can get around here. We're trying to get videos out as soon as possible. I have about 13 minutes left on that NFL recap to get for you guys. Tomorrow, if there's any good games, I'm going to be here to talk about them throughout the playoffs, throughout the end of the entire season. We will be here every